Hello everybody, welcome back. Today we're doing another episode of Total War Warhammer. I'm the Strategy Professor. We're doing a little elf action. Where we left off last time. Why am I taking attrition? Crossing the mountains. Oh, because I took him out of the stance. That's fine. Okay, so we just took over, or we just raised the Dwarf capital over here in the mountains. I'm trying to decide if I want to go for this and these things or whether I want to go for the archer stuff. The archer stuff, I have come to realize, is way, way more powerful than I thought it was going to be. That's the backbone of most armies. The recruits are good, the perenniality is good, but I already, because of the waystones, I already have massive... snapping branch would be really good. I already have massive replenishment. Now, my Legendary Lord can get both Kurnos and Call of the Woods, but my Lesser Lords can't. You have to choose Call of the Woods or Kurnos, and I think Kurnos is way better. I mean, Call of the Woods, you do get the 8 extra melee attack. You can get that on your Blanche Wraiths anyways. Although you can probably get Eye of Kurnos on the Way Watchers. I think that just all of this is just so much extra damage. Once again, I mean, my reservation is he's not going to be close enough for this aura, but these things still apply to the entire army. And, like, these three are all very good, because I do run out of ammo in long fights. Reload time is really good. The flat damage is the best, but reload time is also an extra damage increase. Lightning Strike is so important later on when you're facing those death stacks of chaos, though. I think I just have to go for Lightning Strike. That extra money is really nice, too. Okay, we'll do that. Blanche Wraiths. Let's do Exemplar. Now, if we can ambush Chaos armies, that's where it's going to be golden, if we get into forest fights with them. Yeah, and I want that post-battle loot. So the elves don't really have ways, or a lot of good ways, to lower the cost of armies, to lower the upkeep cost. So you just have to keep fighting, and they have all these extra post-battle loot modifiers. So I'll get like 100% extra like battle loot money. So that's kind of how you survive, is by sacking and looting. It's just like a it's interesting from a balance perspective. That it's very similar to a horde faction that has little outposts. Okay, so we're going to dash over here to reinforce this. Yeah, if they don't want to fight us this turn, we're going to heal all the way up. If they do want to fight us, I'm pretty sure we can take them. We are going to be tired in this fight. Why? Oh, because they don't have a town. But I still think we can take them out. Okay, so that's done. These guys are getting aggressive over here. We have to, if we drop one person in here, I think we can hold that though. With a waystone. Now a lot of these garrisons, I don't know. Let me see the text here. I must have some of these. Oh, I need to repopulate this before I forget. Yeah, colonize. So we earned some money off of it. Okay. So when I confederate with them, which I'm going to do this turn, then that will count. Alright. Pop that. I don't think there's anything special here. Nope. I could get hunting camp if I want. Let's go ahead and grab that confederation.
been granted access to the halls of Athelloren.
Give me all your money. Alright, so we're starting to get a lot of stuff out here.
How can I assist you?
Now it said move any character, so...
Proud son of Athelloren.
Let me step out, and then I can step back in. I don't know if that's gonna trigger it or not. Yeah, there we go. I have to step out and step back in. Win the falling battle. Okay, so what are we against? Ooh. Okay. Now, what is this sword? Now, if I beat that, I do get 3 extra amber, which is significant. Recruitment cost, income. I mean, it's alright. Did it? I didn't have to use... I don't have brass cleaver with him, do I? No, that's with somebody else. Alright. Yeah, I cannot beat that with this with this army just yet. I mean, it's nice, but I need the Starfire shafts, probably. I mean, these are getting pretty upgraded, though, at this point. I'm leveling up a lot, but I still don't think I can beat that. Oh, it's Sword of Death. I thought it was Sword of Death. Okay. I can read, I swear. These things... Well, okay, so the tree people should be able to beat these up. Blood Knights are a problem. I can focus fire these down and kill them really quickly. Hounds are a problem. Yeah, I just don't have enough to stop their flanking. I mean, the hounds are probably the hounds and the cavalry are the biggest deal. All this stuff doesn't matter as much. And they're getting reinforcements. Yeah, I need a more serious army for that. Alright, so this guy's a pretty easy one to throw away. I just want to make sure that... Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and dismiss him. This will be my last like major bookkeeping because I can't do any other confederations, I'm pretty sure. See if he has any weapons. He does not. They have good skills. He does not. So we may not see him again. We'll see. I just don't think I need this. I mean, I could drop in. I could hire more stuff. Yeah, he has bad skills, right?
These are dark times.
This guy actually has decent skills. So I could, in theory, hand off, pop over this wall. I guess I can't do it this turn. But in theory, I could pop over this wall, hand off a bunch of archers, hire some treekin, and a Blanche Wraith. I want those levels on the Blanche Wraith, though. I could hire, like, pop over, treekin, Blanche Wraiths. Use these Deepwood scouts, come down here, start massacring these guys.
I will not obey.
I don't know, these beastmen are creeping. Who is... What is this guy? I have never seen that. That's some interesting artwork. Okay. That Beastman army is really scary. Oh my god. That's like tier 5 stuff at like 40 minutes into the game. Okay, well, let's mess with Orion first. Alright, so we have a freaking Chaos Agent just spawned in our territory here. Gonna have to assassinate him here in a second. Now, I could just go down there with Orion.
How can I assist you?
I don't know, I'd rather have the Starfire Shafts than these guys, probably. These guys have higher base damage, but they have much higher piercing damage, and they do fire damage. And magical damage. I don't think that the Beastmen... They don't have any physical resistance, no. Well... Yeah, Cygors have magic resistance, that's the thing. That's a reason against the Starfire Shafts. Let's go ahead and just fight this first, though. See what happens. I think we should be able to win this. We might have to actually fight it. I'm just going to replenish everything here anyways. I don't see a scenario where they beat us. I have a Legendary Lord. They have... And I have Spears. I mean, I could just get Eternal Guard if I need anti-large, instead of having to go all the way up to the glaive fighters. These are just way cheaper. They have shields. They still get a huge bonus versus large, and they don't take up a whatever. They don't take up an amber. They're like half the cost. Yeah, maybe I'll just go with these instead of glaive guard. I mean, it could be said these could just completely substitute for Treekin. Also, you could just run these instead of Treekin, because they're much cheaper and they sort of hold the line and have a lot of health, but Treekin are still way tougher to cut through. They're just almost impossible to cut through. But these would be nice to protect like the archers on the back line. The Treekin form the front line against all the heavy melee stuff that can never kill them. And then these Spear Guard hang out on the back line to stop cavalry. Either way, yeah, there's no way they're beating me, I don't think. I could probably perform better than this, but it's not going to matter, I don't think. Because I'm just going to replenish a lot anyway, so we'll just auto-resolve it, it's fine. There's no way they're beating me with that army. These guys will hold the line, and we'll just carve them up with the Deepwood Scouts. And the casualties aren't going to matter. Like I said before, I'm just going to replenish it. It's not going to matter. Nice. Magic resist.
To the hunt. Make way.
Yeah, taking that money. Nice. I like Gambor's armor.
Master of the wild hunt.
Where'd that go? Oh, up here. Yeah, that +5 armor plus the ward save is really good. Ward save is a tremendous ability. Now he will probably be on the back line, able to do this Eye of Kurnos. Missile damage on everybody faction-wide, I think, is probably what I want, though. That'll help all of my armies. Horn of the Wild Hunt. Now, if I really feel scared about these Beastmen, I was kind of, you know, making fun of this, but if they get armies that are that massive, you know, we could get this in one turn if we had to. We'd have to get rid of some amber units, but we could get it. If this is a recurring theme, if they just like show up randomly and just terrorize your towns, then maybe this would be something worth considering.
Not likely.
Alright, so we're probably going to have to run Orion down to try to deal with that. Oh, I forgot, we're not going to get as much replenishment because we don't have the waypoint. Oh, this is a waypoint, so if I run into this territory, we will.
Of the Asray.
Orders? You need me?
I'm trying to think. Okay, so we could... Alright, so this army should be able to kill the dwarves. This army could just drop in here and then rotate down here and try to take out the beastmen.
Glade Lord, at your service.
I could just hire like some spear units and come down here and mess with them. These Bestigor herds are going to be a problem. Everything else is doable though. I mean, because we could just gun down all of this other stuff. Now they don't have shields, which is good. We do have Temple of Kurnos now.
The axe thirsts for war.
Okay, so how many armies? I think I can field like 4 armies right now. So Orion has to be one of them.
Lord of the forest.
Alright, so let's go ahead and run him down just so he regenerates over here. Yeah, that place is fine. All these other places are fine, public order.
Hunt calls.
Public order wise. Alright, so I can just send him down. I mean, 11 plus whatever here in this garrison will be fine. I could hand off...
These are dark times.
I think I just have to get rid of this guy. It's like 4,000 gold in upkeep. Alright, well I know I'm getting rid of these 100%, so that's an easy choice because they're all taking up amber. Question is, do I want to hand off these Deepwood Scouts? They can fire in any direction, so they can also like kite back and retreat while firing, which is really important. These can fire while moving forward, but these can fire in any direction. And they can stalk. So maybe these are worth holding off or handing off to him and just turning him into just this powerhouse firing army. Or we'll need some more spears if we're going to do that though, with shields. Probably would. How much more are the shields? Only 14 gold more. Yeah, we'll get the spears with the shields. They have less melee attack, but they have more defense. I mean, who cares? I don't need them for their melee attack.
Can I offer assistance?
Now I could go for... We're gonna need some treekin to try to deal with the Bestigor herds. Just to try to hold them. I mean, that armor piercing is gonna be a big deal, but the physical resistance and the ward save will be nice.
Proud son of Athaluran.
Is Orion enough to deal with that, though? If Orion's enough to deal with it, then I can drop over here and just start taking out these places, too. I can take out Wiesenberg. Or I can start knocking out these dwarves.
For the wisdom of Valea.
So I could hand off, like...
Glade Lord, at your service.
Oh, we're definitely getting rid of the war dancers once again.
Azray.
The amber. I need to try to level this Oak of Ages again. It's going to take 8. It's the only way I can lower my upkeep. And it has a huge like reduction in chaos corruption by 3 in every province, which is really good. How's public order looking? Not great. Okay, so do we have an office? Sorry, I guess I could have done some of this bookkeeping off the, you know, before I did this episode, but at the same time, you know, I think it's cool to kind of see my decisions and what I'm thinking about. Okay, so after I beat these guys, hopefully, then I can drop in, take out the rebels, take that stuff. I could just try to start taking out the Empire if I want to. They have a lot of stuff. Like I said, I don't want to spread too thin. But my armies are already up here. This area is kind of neutralized. I do want to kill this little dude. Eventually. Obtain Portalo. Guess I can go ahead and switch this over to do more damage. I think that'll be fine for now, because this area should be secure diplomatically. Carcassonne definitely needs the Waystone, though. This is going to be a point of conflict. I would like a Waystone in Brionne, but it's not happening. It's a question of how many armies do I send down here to clean this up. I don't want to lose a lot of momentum.
Glade Lord.
I could send... Okay, so this guy can fight here. He can stay up here and just try to grab some stuff. That's low-hanging fruit. I'm going to need bigger units to fight that quest battle. That does give me 3 amber, though, so maybe I want to do that relatively quickly. I could get some Deepwood Scouts. What do I need for this? I need, like, spear units, right? Yeah, these Blood Knights are... All of these are going to be vicious, so I need some spear units. I mean, I could go for the...
Can I offer assistance?
I could get some of these Wildwood Rangers. I know I just dismissed one of them, but I'm not sure that's what I want to do. Other options are just getting just upgraded spears. I don't need to upgrade. I mean, the undead don't have missile units, although it does give extra melee defense. Now the spears are going to be pretty big too, because you get that extra +12/+12, so that will give them, you know, 45 melee attack and 58 defense. And they get all the extra against large. So I think going for a few spears would be really nice. Oh, I didn't even think of these. Now they do cost amber, but I can get rid of it. I can go into the red a little bit with the amber. What is their thing? Let me see. 23 versus large? Holy. They don't have any armor, though. They have really high melee defense and physical attacks, though. I don't have charge defense. Missile resistance. Oh, they do have charge defense. Okay. Oh wait, no, that's not them. That's these. What is their thing? +20 melee defense and -20 attack if they want to do that. So they can have like some big time defense. They're immune to psychology. Huh. Versus these guys. Like, they get a bonus versus large, but they're probably better suited to fight infantry. They're kind of like your top grade infantry units, I think. Although they don't have a lot of armor, which is a big deal. Leadership, charge defense against large. Okay. Oh, that's only if you're in the forest. So these spears, I don't know. I'm trying to think. I just need some really good units for just one turn of fighting in the woods. Or against the undead. I need really good spear units, and maybe these are it. Maybe these are the ticket. These are better than these. If we pin these... Well, are they? Yeah. I mean, they have 9 more attack. And these guys have how much defense? They get 15 versus large, whereas these get like something crazy, 23. These are way cheaper though. But we do need to cut through the Blood Knights. Yeah, so we need to deal with... We have 3 large cav units. Those don't matter. The wolves kind of matter. Okay. So maybe I drop in here, do this quest really quick, like next turn. I can't move this turn, but we'll drop in, do the quest. We can hand off
These are dark times.
these scouts next turn. So let's go ahead and get rid of these.
Lord of Athelloren. Blade Lord, at your service.
So next turn I can pop over, hand off some scouts, and we can substitute just normal archers that aren't very leveled up, like a couple of these or something. We'll combine a bunch of these, we'll hand off some scouts, we'll hire a couple of Ansari spears here. Is this the place that can hire them? I believe so, right? I'm not sure. If we can't hire the spears, we'll just hire the normal Eternal Guard with shields. Whatever is in this region that we can hire, that's what we'll do. Okay. Can't level this up yet. We need more stuff. We've got the barrels. We have barrels here. We've got the barrels. Need the barrels over here. Yeah, for sure. And I don't remember what the other one was I was going to get. Starfire shaft? Someone needs to get the Starfire shafts. Where will it be? Could be... I mean, this place is pretty close. I'm just gonna go ahead and get it here, I think. And the Swift Shiver Shards are pretty nice, too. For the Deep Woods. So, yeah, I like those. I'll go ahead and grab that. Yeah, we'll hand off the Deep Woods. We'll drop in. We'll hire a couple more tree people. We'll just rebalance our roster a little bit. Get a couple of spears, a couple of tree people. I think we can fight them next turn. I need to make sure each place has a public order building. That's fine. That building gives me an extra Weight Watcher, right? Yes. So I can hire a bunch of, or Waystalkers. I can hire a bunch of Waystalkers. I'm just waiting on this tech, so I get +2. So they get 2 extra levels. Before I hire all those.
Lord of the Glade.
Okay, so what do I want to get rid of? This doesn't really matter here. I mean, the furs are nice. That's not the worst thing out there. I want that for Blanche Wraiths. We've got the Kurnos. We need more offices. Also. These have to stay. This is just garrison stuff. That can go. Waystalkers are good. Wait, that gives the Waystalkers. Okay, so this I just totally don't need. Unless I want to hire these these spears, which maybe I do. For some matchups, maybe I want that. I mean, this is basically worthless. We get 16 furs out of it. Growth doesn't matter. It's okay. Let me see if we can actually get some trade agreements while I'm thinking about this.
Bow before the rightful lords of this land and...
These guys want peace yet?
Only the Grail companions of old.
They're just gonna harass me down south.
You come to Bretonia.
Can I really not trade with them? Oh, because I don't have that tech yet. Okay. Okay, gotcha. Alright, so I need these office buildings. So what... Okay, so I can do 2 extra office buildings right now. 3 extra office buildings. Okay, so I need them all. So we've got Thelric, Delandria, and Telrenic. What am I... I'm already building one of them. I'm building Telrenic. I already have Durthu, so I need Telrenic, Durthu. That's building. So I need Delandra and Thelric. Okay, so where can I build these? I've got 2 do I have 2 Kurnos? No, 1 Kurnos. And I need a public order building in every place. Okay, so this is going to be the public order. I need... Yeah, that just has to go. Because I do want... And I want at least to be able to build one of these, a forest lookout, for the Ansari spears. Waystalkers. Okay, so I can get... This is going to be public order and one of the buildings... I do like having one place where I can build these wildwood guys. So I don't need a second Ansari spear, I don't think. Area. I can just make the spears here. I think that'll be fine. Okay, so I just need one more slot. Oh, perfect. Okay. So what do we want first? The trade agreement one. Which one gives me the trade? Research rate. Reduce chaos corruption. That's what I want. Okay, so Delandra, and then we'll do the Thelric next. Because we're building Telrenic. Okay, I think that'll give us all. Okay, so it's hard to keep up with all these names because I don't know what it like. It's cool elf names, but I don't really know like. Threlic, right? Oh, I could actually build this, and that would give me another 10% research. That's actually decent. So maybe let's get rid of this. Let's just get rid of that, and then we'll just build an extra research thing also. It doesn't give me an extra office, but it would give me an extra 10% research, which is useful. Okay. Sorry, it's just hard for me to keep up with which one of these switch. So, this one, Delandria. That's what I want right now, Delandria. I need like a sheet of paper to write all this down. Okay, so Delandria. The next turn we're going to build Durthu for the extra research. That should be good. And then over here we'll build public order and whatever the other one is that I need. We need the other temple too, but that's not going to be relevant for at least a little bit for the Pale Queen. Okay, I think that's all good on the buildings. We'll figure... I don't even remember why I'm getting rid of that. We'll figure it out again next turn. I should have written all this down. It's so complicated to try to make sure we get all the good buildings in here. We'll go ahead and get rid of this one and get something else also if we want to. This, although the growth is useful for this place because this is my main tier 4 building. So I want to get to tier 5. So the growth is useful. Maybe let's go ahead and upgrade it because I just have just an obscene amount of money right now. Why not? Okay, so that was a complicated way of saying, we'll hold on to this, we'll hand these off next turn, then we'll get rid of the army. This army is going to stay up here, deal with all this crap, try to take some extra stuff, maybe we'll fight these dwarves over here next, who knows. This army should have an easier time dealing with dwarves in a siege, because we can flank around with the Hawk Riders. Okay. Now, does this army have any purpose then? I think we're going to leave them alone for now. We could try to harass them. We do have a lot of money. We could run a 4th army, so we could pop him over, make another large army. We could hand off his units to him. Okay, that's what we'll do. We'll hold on to him. We'll hand off these units over here to him. Next turn. The good ones. Okay, I like those. We can go ahead and get rid of this. I don't want to cost anything. We can hand all this stuff off to him. So he can be our little mule. He can drop in here, hire one more round of stuff, pop over, and then meet him right here. Hook him up with a 20 stack. And that's what we'll do. Okay, so we'll hold on to these for now. Holding on to that. We've done all the buildings. The other turns won't take this long. It's just setting up all these buildings after 3 confederations in a row of massive territories just takes a second to make sure that I'm optimizing everything here. And like I said, the fact that all these elf things are named like elven words that I don't know. I mean, it's cool from a flavor text. It just means that I can't keep track of it as easily in my mind. Okay, I think we've got all that. We can do the quest fight very soon. 2 turns, we'll hire the Waystalkers, and then we'll use one of them to come down here and kill this guy. And we'll hire Blanche Wraiths also at that point. We'll give him Blanche Wraith. And a Waystalker to go with his army. Okay, I think that's all good. We tried to get trade agreements. We can't do it yet. Let me see if anyone else wants to do anything friendly. I think I was just looking at trade agreements. I don't think I looked at like military access and all that crap.
Bow before the rightful...
Warriors of Chaos, we're just going to kill them. They have a lot of stuff, but they hate us. The people that hate us, we should probably go ahead and kill them. So we could try to play nice with Empire. They have an aversion to us. It's not going to happen. Whatever, we'll kill them all. It's fine. We'll kill them all. Okay, I think that's good. Sorry, that was an ultra complicated turn to try to figure out from a planning perspective. It's not that often you get that many confederations in a row. So... anyways, what time is it? I feel like the entire episode is just going to be that. I'll still get this one good fight in here. Oh-ho! So he wants to rumble, huh? Now my guys are going to be tired. I could auto this. But it is like a 20 fight. I mean, I am just going to heal it all up after they fight me. We already had one huge siege battle. How are we looking on time? Let me look at the time really quickly. We have some time left, but I'm not going to be able to do anything else if I do that fight. There's just no way they beat us. It's kind of a waste of time. I mean, these birds are just going to flock in, kill the bolt throwers and the grudge throwers as soon as these guys leave. The Treekin are going to hold the line against these guys forever, and then we're just going to charge cycle the back with the Hawk Riders. We've got healing with our little dude. There's just no way they win this. And the casualties aren't going to matter because I'm just going to heal it all up next turn with replenishment. So I'm just going to auto it. It would be an absolute massacre. Yeah, there's just no, they just don't have any unit diversity at all. I'm just going to auto it. I said, yeah, maybe if I manually fought it, I might lose a couple more units in there. But as I just explained, it's not going to matter because the replenishment is so high here because I have a waypoint, or whatever it's called, a way station. I owe you? I don't think so. Y'all want to come at me, come at me. It's fine. People always trying to extort some cash out of us. I ain't scared. What is Beastman doing? That's what I'm really curious about. Ooh, I did get glittering scales. That's really nice, actually. How did he get that? Horn of the Wild. Own 4 provinces. I own 10. Okay. Sky Crown, whatever. What is this building? Sky Crown Oak Walls. What is that building? Hold on, let me see. Trade agreement, terrorists. I mean, I don't have any trade agreements, so no. Okay, so he just got a sweet, or somebody just got some good items. What was that? It was glittering crown or something? Oh, this one, glittering scales. I want to put it with a melee person. A ward save is quite nice. Brass cleaver. That's not gonna work. Ogre blade. There we go. Oh wait, it's this one. 30% missile resistance. Well, it's really good he had that 30% missile resistance in that last battle because he was getting gunned so hard. But I think glittering scales is going to be better. Especially against the undead that we're about to fight. Ogre blade's pretty garbage. Could give him Sword of Heroes. Yeah, we'll give him Sword of Heroes. Yeah, let's do that because he's melee. I mean, the other Orion is not going to be needing that as much because he's ranged.
These are dark times.
Alright, so let's go ahead and drop in. Now, which territory? Oh, I can't even recruit. I can recruit with this guy, though, and hand off the next turn. Okay, so it's not going to matter where I drop in. I would like the extra public order here. Now, can I get to that? If I drop in here, that'll give me a lot of extra public order and replenishment. But then can I attack that next turn? I don't know. Well, let me make sure we kill these dwarves first. They're probably going to run. No, they're not. They just have a death wish. I guess because they don't have any territory, they just figured they kind of have to go for it. Give me your loots. Okay, got him. Now I'm worried these guys are just gonna like suicide into one of my towns or something. Okay, who's next on the chopping block?
By the comet.
Might be Helmgart. Warmonger. Oh, sweet. On a Whisperer. I think we have to go Wonders of the Forest at this point. Swinging bows. I think we just go Exemplar. Alright, so these guys are trying to step up.
I refuse.
I'm gonna have to drop someone in here just to hold this territory until I get down here. Now, what are these beastmen doing? They're just like hanging out there. I don't think they moved. Are they just gonna sit? And if they're just gonna sit, I can just leave them alone.
You have orders? Lord of the forest.
I'll ignore that.
He shouldn't be able to attack me next turn. I think this will give me that huge replenishment too, because Carcassonne has the replenishment.
Lord of the Asray.
There we go. Alright, so we'll drop into Waterfall Palace here. A little bit of extra public order. I hope I can attack it next turn. We'll see. If I can't, whatever. It's probably worth it just to get that little bit of extra public order.
Actual service.
Okay, so I can go ahead and hire some stuff for him. Oh, dang it. What was I going to buy again? Here we go again. Okay, let me see. So I've got the Telrenic. Okay, I remember this one's going to be the research rate one. Yes. I kind of want that research rate on all of them. The Durthu. I mean, these other things are okay. Each place. Research, construction costs, that's not going to matter as much. It's okay. I mean, that would be pretty good faction-wide. Have +4 on all flying, those kind of units. Recruitment cost -20% would be okay if I had it on everybody. But it's just a matter of space, also. I want all the Waystalkers I can get. So maybe I would like to eventually grow these out. It's just going to cost a lot of money in Amber to do that, but it would give me extra slots. You only get one extra slot on the last place, so maybe it's not worth it. I mean, 2,500 for one extra public order is okay, given how much money I have currently to keep the public order under control. Now the events are going to go away soon. Okay, maybe it is worth it just to upgrade this for that one extra public order. In all my places, because I have so much money right now. Alright, so this place definitely needs a public order. I have to make sure I get enough slots for these two buildings, though, also. Alright, so we've got Telrenic, Durthu. We don't really need... We only need one bird building. Do we already have a bird building? Taurenic, Druthandor. Delandria, Taurenic, Druthandor, Delandria. Taurenic, Druthandor, Delandria. Threlic, there we go. So I'll grab the Threlic. And I do need to get the Temple of Aerith Kuriel somewhere. I do want the Blanche Wraith and the Way Watcher. I mean, I could get rid of the Forced Lookout for the Wildwood Rangers. But the Spears are nice. I could get 2 Spears to fight that undead fight right now, and then I could get rid of them afterwards. I kind of want to be able to hire these guys. Okay, I've got an open one here. Oh, I could get a lot of these too. The Temple of Kuranos everywhere. I could build one in each province. And that would give everybody plus 5% movement range over and over and over again. So I could get plus 20% movement range. That's pretty powerful. These are the things I need to be spamming everywhere. But I definitely need that so that I can get the tech. This tech. Okay, so that's all the necessities. And I have to decide, okay, do I want movement speed everywhere? Do I want technology research rate everywhere? I think I might want that movement speed everywhere, actually. If it's not unique. I don't know if it's unique or not. It doesn't say it's unique. It says faction-wide, all characters. So it looks like if you got multiples, then it could work. Okay, so so I definitely want this and this. I want maximum heroes. I would like to be able to hire some Wild Riders, I think. These sisters. I'm trying to think if I want to hire like one of these in a late game army. They do have the curse. They do get free magic, so they get to cast Shield of Thorns and this curse for free in a fight. They do have some utility in that they, you know, do decent damage. They can fire while moving. They poison. They get 2 free spells. I'm not sure if that's worth it, though. Hi. What? Okay, I think my wife's talking to the cat. If I don't need it, it needs to go. Am I realistically going to try to charge and flank people with Wild Riders with these shields? Or do I want to rely on these birds? These birds have been very disappointing, if I'm being honest. They do have nice penetration, but that's just not... I think the game that I want to play is lock them up on the ground with like some spear units or something. Have these guys to tank, have the spears to protect in the back line against cavalry, treekin, tank, and then just gun them down with Starfire shafts and maybe like a dragon or something. I can use the dragon to flank later. So if that's the case, I can just get rid of these birds. I mean, they're okay. These are bad, I think. Oh, I have to bring the cat in.
Yeah.
You want to show him your lovely scarf?
Clemson colors. Go Tigers!
I don't think they can see you. Maybe they can. Let me see. Oh, is that going on tonight? Is that the deal?
Yes.
Okay. Hey, wait, put it on here again. I didn't know if they said
What?
Don't want to alienate any fans on the channel, but my wife graduated from Clemson, so she's hoping they do well tonight for sure.
Right. We like tigers.
Yeah, and
Sadie's like a tiger.
Sadie is definitely like a tiger. I mean, look at this cat.
She's ferocious.
She's vicious. Look at her. You just
Rawr.
lay on hands, put a bunch of hands on her.
Yeah. Yeah. Happy petting.
Happy petting. All right. Okay. Get back in there. Wow, this adds a whole new strategic element to it. It's thinking like I can stack these globals. I think I can. I hadn't even considered that before, but I could get like 20% campaign movement range on everybody, which would be insane, and the 40% extra research rate. These don't. That would actually be pretty nice, but these don't matter as much. Okay, so I need to think about what kind of army I want, because I can start forming the things that I want. I don't think the spell singers. I don't know. Maybe they'll be worth it. I just feel like the Blanche rates are just better. They just... Let me look at the Blanche rates really quick. First of all, they can actually kind of fight. So that's okay. But this right here, if I can get forest battles, that makes them very strong. I don't know what the spell singers do, though. I don't know like what their skills are. They might have something that's really good. Maybe I should just get a spell singer thing just in case. People might want to see it out there, you know, people want to see, like, well, what do the spell singers do? I could get one and just see. One of these offices I'm going to get is going to give me an extra 2 spell singers, I think, so. That'll give me 3, so I could have one with each army. A little more diversity. I think they're just kind of like mages from most other factions, though. They can get a unicorn, which is pretty cool. Just trying to see like what their other stuff. But yeah, it's just the standard kind of zap, advisor. What is prime mover again? That's construction cost. If one of them gives like upkeep reduction cost, that would be amazing for an army, but I don't think any of them do that. Oh, income. Yeah, their non-magical things are just really basic and not that great. Yeah, they're okay. Whereas the Blanche Wraith, on the other hand, offers the damage aura if I want that, and the Waystalker is going to offer that other damage aura. And these actually fight pretty well in combat, so I don't know. I just feel like the healing magic from the Blanche Race is what I want to do every fight, is just heal. Like, Pit of Shades could be good. I mean, some of this might be good against Chaos. Okay, so it gives magical damage. Occam's Mind Razor. 44% extra damage. Okay, and you can have it affect everybody. It costs 21 magic, though. I mean, if we had a bunch of those glaive things, then that could be a lot of damage. But I still just think the missile units are where it's what you want to be doing with the elves. That is pretty good, although I'm pretty sure the Blanche Rays have that also, if I really want that. I think, maybe they don't. 48 seconds of massive enfeeblement is pretty dang good. It doesn't affect multiple enemies, though. Hiring a... Yeah, I mean, the Flock of Doom and stuff, that's okay. I just feel like the healing is just better most of the time. I just want to be healing. And if I want to use some extra magic, I feel like the Blanche Wraiths have decent magic. Like the Withering, you know, I could use that if I really wanted to, or Awakening the Wood. I don't know. I just feel like the Blance rates are better because of the healing, and it doesn't require an extra building. And they have, this stuff is actually okay, like getting the Exemplar is actually okay. And Wonders of the Forest is really nice. So, I don't know, I feel like the Blance rates are just superior in almost every way. And they have these unique things up here, like for forest battles that are just really overpowered. Like if I ever get into a forest battle with one of these guys and I have a ward save of plus 15%, like if I ambush Chaos in the forest or something, it's going to be a big deal. So I don't think I want the Spell Singers. Okay, so what's the most overpowered thing? It's probably this campaign movement range, 5% on everybody. If I just stack that in every town. The techs are good too. Research rate. There's not a lot of these techs that I really need though. I mean, not much further. Like this would be good. That's really good. I can do that if I need to fight the Beastmen. That's quite good, actually. How many turns? That's going to take 43 turns. Okay, so it actually does get pretty expensive. +2 to all unit recruits. I don't care about the diplomacy that much. That's okay. %20 from all buildings. I mean, all this stuff is okay. It's not game breaking. That global recruitment right there is really nice, but that means you could hire anything from anywhere pretty much for one turn. In one turn. That's obviously super sweet. I mean, 10% less for that. It's going to be 4 turns less per. So if I get 3 of those buildings, you know, that'll be 12 turns less for that. I can always replace those buildings later. I mean, that will be massive. Like, because once I start branching out and taking over the whole map, it is going to be really annoying to have to wait multiple turns to global recruit. But is that worth giving up plus 20%? Or at this point, I guess plus, because I'm going to have one of them anyways. Is it worth giving up 15% move speed on all of my lords to be able to get this 12 turns faster? It'll also let me get this faster. Not that much faster, but a little bit faster. I don't know. The 15% move speed is so good, though. That's just going to let me run everywhere. With everybody. And take over more stuff. It is going to be a real pain in the butt, though, to have to hire, like, to have to... It's just one extra turn, though, you know? It's not going to happen that often where I have to hire new units. And a lot of times when I take over towns anyways, I have to wait to replenish. Okay, I think I'm talking myself into the move speed, so let's just do the move speed one. Okay, so what don't I need in these places so that I can get... Temple of Kurnos. So I can get that everywhere. What is this? Wild Riders with shields and spears. Figure out if I want these Wild Riders. Sorry, I need to like define my identity. Like I said, I think it's just spears. I don't want the Wild Riders. They can be really good. I'm trying to think of a situation. They're not going to be good against Chaos as much because they're going to be so heavily armored. I don't think. They're not fast enough. I mean, they just can't hang with other cavalry, so I don't think I should try to play that game. I'm not going to be able to beat Empire Knights. I'm not going to be able to beat, like, Boarboy Biggins with them, probably. They just aren't big enough. They aren't bad enough, I don't think, to take them out. I think I'm just going to rely more on archers and just protecting the archers and just making the cavalry come to me. And I can use... I need something to flank and attack their back line. It's probably just the birds, I guess. And I don't even have these upgraded things, so I can't even get the Ansari spears at this point. Okay, let's just get rid of both of these. Because I'm not going to use any of these units, probably. The Wild Riders are nice, but they're very expensive. I think end game, my flanking units, I can just use these instead. They're cheaper. They can get to the back line. Because I do need something that's fast that can get to the back line and take out artillery. And I think the Hawk Riders are probably better at it than these are. Because I can run away from cavalry if I have to with the Hawk Riders. Yeah, because artillery is going to be a problem. But anything else, I think these are just going to get outgunned by other cavalry. So I just shouldn't even try. Even if they have the shields. These will just be my flanking, take out their stuff with these. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Okay, so we'll get rid of that. We'll get rid of that. And then that will free us up to get... we could buy both of these, actually. We could buy... Hi. We could buy this and one of the research ones. So that looks good. Where's that? That's right here, over here. Just make sure this is all good. I do have the money and the vintners, right? Yes, okay, working on those. Okay, so that's like a perfect town. Got these two, money, vintners, a bowyer. Okay, so that's going to be my starfire place. So I do need the bowyer here. Yeah, this is where I need to be if I want spears. Which I probably do. So this will be my spear recruitment place. I've already got a Kurnos. Need public. Oh, does this not have public order? Crap, this doesn't have a public order one. So I'm gonna have to get a public order one here, and then we'll get the movement range one. So we can't get the research and the movement range one here. We'll get the public order here. Need to remember that next turn. Okay, that's all good. We'll keep the birds. Wait, how are we? I forgot we were tier 4. Okay. We can try out the Eagles if we want, instead of... The Hawk Riders have been disappointing. They do have armor piercing. These do cost fear, and they do count as a forest spirit. It's hard to kill that thing individually, so maybe I use that as my flanker. Let me just take a look and see. I thought these were going to be bad, but maybe they're better than I think. So what is their advantage? So it has a lot of health. It doesn't have... I mean, neither one of them has armor. It has a bit more armor. Doesn't have a lot of health. It does cause fear. They're the same speed. But because it's only a single unit, that means that it's a lot better with the regeneration magic that I have. Now, it can't shoot down, but frankly, the shooting on these is just abysmal, as far as I can tell. I just use them to charge anyways. Now, it does have... has a higher charge bonus, a much higher charge bonus. Has higher weapon strength. So this would be pretty good at taking down, like, lords, or helping to take down lords. Obviously, it's not going to be able to solo them, but... its melee attack is higher. I think this might be better just as a flanking, like what I'm trying to do with them is to just like take out archers, take out missile units and things like that. Just as a fast sort of shock unit to knock out range. Maybe that's worth it. Maybe I'm just not giving enough credit to this eagle. Yeah, I've been disappointed with these. I mean, the armor piercing is nice, but I just don't think it's going to matter. Like, it obviously does, but not for the kind of units I'm going to be hitting. Like, not for artillery, not for archers and things, usually, which is what I need them for. You know, if I really need heavy armor piercing, I can just get some of these spears or the Wildwood Rangers. I could have like a couple of packs of those just to take out Chaos Warriors and things at the end of the game. Or just the Dragon. Can use that to flank the end game, and we'll use this just for kind of our shock troop. So we'll keep that around. Okay, we've got the money, we've got the Vintner. Do we want this Game Lodge? I don't think I do, actually. Well, I don't know. The extra growth is important to get to tier 5. Like, I want to get rid of this Game Lodge in order to get more that movement speed stuff, but I do need to get to tier 5. Okay, so that was a mistake. I should just upgrade it. So that's going to set me back a couple of turns, or whatever. Just trying to fully optimize these towns, and then I won't have to do it again once they're fully optimized. I want this Temple of Kurnos everywhere, if I can possibly squeeze it in. As I need the Eagles, I need the growth in my main town so I can get up to Dragons and Treemen. I need Public Order, I've got that. I want the Tree, Blanche Wraiths. I need this somewhere, just for the office. Okay, so that's all good. So I'm not going to be able to get that Temple of Kurnos everywhere. We've got to have one of those for the tech. Yeah, we go ahead and get rid of the Wild Riders. We've already discussed that. I would like another Blanche Wraith building, but that's, I think I already have enough Blanche Wraiths. I'm going to be able to hire like 4 or 5 of them. So we can get a Kurnos here, I think. Okay, sorry, once again, lots of bookkeeping, but I think that should be okay.
What do you need?
Alright. We're going under, we're gonna go hand off some stuff to him here in a couple turns.
At your service.
Alright, so these places could make more furs. I can't trade with people yet. And I could go for more growth. I think just going for this weapon strength on everything is kind of where I want to be. These dwarves could go hostile with me really at any moment.
Thirsts for war.
Yeah, they really hate me. So I kind of want to put a way station here. Like, it's really greedy to go for that extra, that 1% per town. But it does help overall, over time.
These are dark times.
Alright, so we'll hand off these.
Ready to
I
serve.
have a lot of archers already. I think I can go ahead and get rid of one of these, because I'm going to get a different unit.
Proud son of
We'll use more of these Deepwood Scouts, though. I like how they can run away and fire at the same time. I think that's powerful. Alright, so I'm going to hand off
Lord of the Glade.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of these. So so I can go drop down to 13 easily. So let's go ahead and we'll get the highest ranked ones here. I wish it put them in order by rank. Well, I mean, well, that's fine. I could have combined a little bit more. Whatever. It's fine. And they're going to heal almost all the way up. Whatever. Let's just combine them. I mean... $13. There we go. Alright, so we can hire these, or throw these in there. That's going to be 7 more. And then what do we want? So that's so many archers though. We need a couple of spears or something in here.
Can I offer assistance?
Now, if we're going to be fighting this serious undead army, do I want these guys or these? With the spears. Oh, they can't get the spear ones. Okay, well, it's easy then. I've got to get the Wildwood Rangers. It's going to be expensive, but I want to make sure that I secure this victory here with a couple of these.
Your request is reasonable.
Okay. I think that's fine. Then I can hand off these 9 units. I can get rid of a couple of archers. Well, if I'm going to get rid of them anyways, I might as well. That filled this guy up and took ranks away from this one. It is 1 more damage, but there's going to be less of them in a stack. Whatever, I'll just get rid of them. I think that should be sufficient. What's this? This is 9. Get rid of 1 more. Yeah. I'm getting rid of them anyways. I might as well go ahead and get rid of them just to save the upkeep cost a little bit.
These are dark times.
Alright, hand these off. We'll have a crack squad of ranged units. We'll have 2 of these to help cut down the cavalry and the wolves and stuff.
Glade Lord, at your service.
These guys, remember, they can fight those hounds pretty well with this guy because he has that +12/+12. So I think that'll be fine. We'll go on time. I'm pretty far over again. Dang it, of course I am. Ah! Crap, I wanted to do another fight. I promise this is going to be the last sort of heavy civic type of turn. I just had to figure out exactly what I wanted to do with all those buildings, but those are the only buildings I can figure out in the game. Basically, everything else is just going to be these little way stations. So let me figure out who I want to go aggressive with here, and then we'll end the turn. These guys they were posturing to get aggressive with me, so how many? These guys seem pretty isolated though. Beesenberg. Does it have walls? I actually wish that it had walls, because it's easier for the elves to fight walls, because they just have such superior archers. 17 on... These are just gonna get murdered. These are a problem, but we can deal with that. Pretty crappy garrison. Okay, so is that their only town? If that's their only town, I can pick them off. No, they have 3 towns. Okay. They're not imminently going to go hostile with me. These people aren't really either. They're kind of looking a lot worse, but... How many? Okay, so they only have a couple of quarrelers. Thunders. That's pretty dang scary. They only have a handful of quarrelers. I really think that I want those Starfire shafts though before I mess with them. I think humans will be... Well, I don't know. I don't really have a front line. I guess these are a good front line to mess with the humans.
Ever vigilant.
Maybe... I mean, these are pretty low-hanging fruit. I don't want to trespass against Empire. They don't like me, but... Okay, let's just walk over here, and then we can go under and probably take out the rebels next. We'll just run it that way. Okay. I think this is all good. Aquitaine I think is relatively safe. We just go ahead and... Make some sacrificial grounds. He's gonna come down and fight them. That's all good. Techs are all good. We're finally all good on the civics. I think we have one more turn where I have to remember what I'm doing and hire these. I'm going to do the next episode right in a row here just so that I can actually get all this sorted out. Like I said, sorry, I should have done some of that off screen. I just didn't know it was going to be that involved. I was kind of learning as I was changing the buildings around because I hadn't thought about the global implications of having multiples of the same building in different elf places, having multiple Kurnos or Druthadors or whatever. And just how powerful that could be. So I just kind of figured that out on the fly. And I can't pause it. I don't edit these videos, so I can't pause it and think about it. I have to do it just like as it happens. So next episode, we will get into a fight here. We'll do this quest battle. Should be a lot of fun. We'll probably end up fighting Telia down here, and we'll start a fight with Empire Secessionists. Okay. Well, let me go ahead and do the end turn here and just make sure nothing wacky happens. Okay, let's go ahead and do it. It's fine. The Chaos Hero is actually running. He wants out of my territory. Okay, so this is something I was a little afraid of. We'll have to see if we can actually win this battle. I can't keep making generals because he's not going to fight me if I have a general. So we're just going to have to see if we can win this without a general. I think we might be able to pull it off. But anyways, we'll do that next episode. So thank you very much. Have a wonderful evening. And like I said, this will be the last heavy civic episode probably. If you're not into that, if you want to see more fights. And all of the next episodes should be a lot faster. So thank you very much. Have a wonderful evening. And I'll see you next time.